Hey guys, What5 here with another episode of the Newcastle career mode on FIFA 21. We're kicking this episode off with the signing of Ademola Lookman, formerly of Fulham on loan. He's went back to his parent club in RB Leipzig. 23 years old, 78 overall, worth 20 million. We're going to offer them 15 mil plus Almiron, which equals out to about 32 million in a kind of total deal value of player, plus the value of the money we've given. And I think that's a decent little deal for a player I think can grow to become one of the star men. Obviously, he could replace St. Maxime. Should we sell on St. Maxime at some point during this career mode? We could convert St. Maxime to a striker, play Lookman on the left. It's just all up in the air right now. But that's enough of this career mode for right now. I just got to talk about some other stuff. So, what is... you may have seen it. You may have seen it at the community post. The live stream, the AC Milan career mode, that's going to be coming next week. It's half term next week, so I've got a week off college. And that's probably one of the main reasons why the uploads have been a bit inconsistent recently. Finishing off college work. I've got college on Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays, so it's difficult sometimes to get out a video whilst doing the work on the same day. So next week, we'll be back to it, back on the grind, and we should be back to daily uploads, hopefully. And if there's not a daily upload, there should be a stream on that day. But the live stream should start next week. Haven't got a date yet. Probably on Monday. But yeah, they will be here next week for the first live stream on the channel with the AC Milan career mode. But looking at this one right here, you see all the good chance there by Pereira. And unfortunately, it's still 0-0. But literally seconds left in this half. Pereira, who's been probably our best signing so far this season, plays the ball into Cook. Lewis Cook just dribbles about, trying to find a bit of space. Finds Isaac Hayden. Back to Cook. The two CDMs working together. St. Maxime knocks it through to Callum Wilson. Back inside to St. Maxime. And he nutmegs Fabianski in the 48th minute when there should have only been 1 minute added on. The referee... I mean, the away fans are going to be pissed. They're going to be pissed. Who wouldn't be? Who would not be? When you're into the 3rd minute, when only 1 minute is supposed to be added on and you concede? Like, come on. Come on, referee. But just before the hour mark here, a chance for West Ham. Thankfully, it's intercepted nicely by Ajay. And there's actually a chance for a counter-attack here as Brandon Williams down this right-hand side. Obviously, we converted him from a left-back to a right-back. Receives the ball quite fortunately after the deflection there. Knocks it through to Ryan Kent, fellow Englishman. And there is a man in the middle to aim for in Mateus Pereira. Hits actually on his weaker right foot, but hey, a goal's a goal. It's a nice little sweaty goal, and you love to see it. It's another goal for Mateus Pereira as well. Really good since he signed for us. And obviously we got him for that cut price deal because he did only have one year left on his contract. And he's working towards those 15 goals and that little bonus that we put in his contract as he comes again trying to get another goal for the game, make it 3-0 and kind of just see off the game in the final 10 minutes. But West Ham are firing here as Sebastian Haller, the striker, now at Ajax in real life, into Susek in the midfield, dinks it over the ball to Fornals. Lovely first touch, whips it across to Haller, and he just kind of shanks a header. I don't know how you shank a header, but that is exactly what he's done. And the game is going to end as a 2-0 victory for ourselves. Goals coming from St. Maxime right at the end of the first half, and for Mateus Pereira just past the hour mark. 3 points with us. Really, really good result. And as I said, the start to the season has been a decent one as we play our first newly promoted team in Swansea City. We go to Wales, to the Liberty Stadium, and we're going to look to go to a result here as Callum Wilson knocks the ball to Pereira on the turn. Back gives it to Van Ginkel, making his first start here today. Back to Pereira, first time strike, but he hits the post. Falls to St. Maxime in his stride. Back to Van Ginkel to Cook. Little touch, trying to find a bit of space. He finds Kent. Kent loses the ball to Cook. Cook's going to knock it through to Pereira. Turns his man, finds Callum Wilson. First shot is blocked, and then it falls to Pereira, who gets another goal. And as I've said every time he scored so far, working towards that goal bonus, as he did just tap it into the open net after Callum Wilson's shot was saved. But 1-0 up pretty early into this game, and with the 10-minute mark just gone by, Lewis Cook knocks the ball to Pereira. He turns, finds Wilson. Wilson turns, finds the back of the net, but he didn't. He should be finishing that. Ian Echo probably would have finished that. Ian actually would have found the back of the net a bit, but Pereira gives Callum Wilson another chance here as he finds St. Maxime looking to get past Janssen. Back inside to Wilson, a little ball to Pereira, a little 1-2 between them, really nice, through to Lewis Cook, turns outside, whips it to Kent, Kent dinks it across, and Cook is there to head it into the back of the net. 20 minutes into this one, we are 2-0 up, and it is the midfielder. He's been really, really good. I set his tactics to get forward. Got Isaac Hayden staying back on the ball, and then we got Lewis Cook getting forward, and it's really, really paying off here, as you can see. He's already getting much, much more into the action, and that is exactly what we want from him. As Mateus Pereira here looks to get past Grimes, does so, knocks it to Kent. Kent's going to play it back to him, goes for the strike, but he hits the post holding up the net. So it's just wide of the post, unfortunately for ourselves, and there's another chance for Pereira to get another goal. As we go 2-0 up, we are just into the later stages of the first half. Here is Bidwell out on this left-hand side. He's got a man in the middle, and he's just going to go all the way as Lewis Cook comes across, covers for Brandon Williams. We get the block in with Hayden. Smith skips past, and he hits the post, and it goes in. You saw the little advantage sign pop up there. So even if it had not gone in, I think he was in the box. Obviously, on the line is in the box. I think it would have been a penalty had that not gone in. Would we have had better luck with penalty? I don't know. Woodman obviously used to play for Swansea. Maybe he knows what way the boys are going to shoot. But Lookman is on for his debut here. 53 minutes in. It's 2-1 to ourselves as St. Maxime is receiving the ball. Tucks it into the back of the net. And dear oh dear, we've got another VAR incident. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. VAR. Come on, boys. The boys in the VAR room, they're messing me about. There's an agenda against us. As we do give away a corner in the 58th minute, just before the hour mark. Palmer's going to whip it in. Guy rises the highest. The man on loan from Chelsea, but in this game it seems like a permanent deal. So, I said obviously that thing when Chelsea have got too many players out on loan, so they can't all come back or their squad will be too big for the career mode. So he has joined them on a permanent in this one. Maybe we'll look to sign him next season should they maybe get relegated or even we push for Europa League. But it's only 3 minutes in. We've blown a 2-0 lead and we need to get back into it. So Ryan Kent is the man you call upon. He's played through. He's quicker than Bidwell. He's one-on-one and he just thumps it through the keeper. Through him. The keeper could have made a save there if it was to the left, to the right. But he wasn't expecting it to go right through him. Absolutely great finish. And with 6 minutes remaining, though, there's a chance here as Ayew whips the ball into the back of the box. As St. Maxime, though, does take the header in his stride. It's knocked through to Ryan Kent, one-on-one with the goalkeeper once again. Can he get his second goal of the game? This time, much more placement, much more cool, much more calm, much more collected. As he makes it 4-2, secures the victory for ourselves in our travel to Wales. And we will be bringing all 3 points with us back to Newcastle. As Lookman had a nice little chance there, but the final whistle is blown. 4-2 is the final score. Went 2-0 up. They brought it back to 2-2. We got that 2-goal advantage back eventually as Ryan Kent made it 4-2. As we go into the final game of this one, it is going to be against Brighton at the St James's Park. Brighton, they're an odd team. They're a slightly difficult team. Now, the recording for this one messed up. The game ended after I scored one of my goals. That was the final score, but that is where the recording ended. As you can see there, they do actually score an offside goal just before half-time. So we are very fortunate there, or so I thought. Because as we took the free kick, Lascelles is just going to play it straight into the path of Boadu. He's going to skip past him, and he's just going to charge to the pass. Moder, back through to Boadu, and they score. You can see there I pressed triangle to call out my goalkeeper to kind of rush out to Boadu. He rushes out the opposite direction. It's a glitch that has been in the game for a few months. I think it was in last year's game as well. So EA clearly haven't fixed that. But you know us. You know the motto I said in the previous episode. We don't care about defending. We're just going to outscore you. And St. Maxime makes it 1-1. And then just a couple of minutes later, literally just a few minutes later, they have a free kick of their own. Pedraza stands over the top of it. It's going to be whipped into the box. Boadu can't win his header against Cook. It finds Pereira. He knocks it to Kent. Kent to St. Maxime, is playing at striker at this point. Through to Pereira. He gets the ball onto a stronger left foot and he tucks it into the back of the net, making it 2-1. That's going to be the final score. We do pick up all 3 points in all 3 points in this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed though. If you have, please like, subscribe, and Peace.